And there he is. Now for the paint, I used Rust-Oleum. I guess Frostbite, you're curious as to what methods I use and what paints I used. I used Rust-Oleum blue. I took them all apart, unscrewed him back here. There's a screw in here which I didn't put back in. You can see it right here missing. I think it's stripped. I took all these screws out. Some of these are stripped. This one's terribly stripped. I took this just stomach part just separates, and this part, this whole shoulder mechanism is totally separate. I bladed this with a Dremel. I used the disc, the disc piece, and I just bladed right in there, took the pin out, and separated these parts. Took off all this. This right here. This peg is, oh, actually that peg goes in this hole right here, but on the inside there's a screw. That's right. When you take these 4 screws off, the inside there's a screw holding this piece. I'll just cut the seam. Now back to the paints. For the paints, I had used Rust-Oleum red on this. Took all the arms off, spray painted over the blue. The Rust-Oleum red, I believe it had satin finish. Doesn't scratch, it's not tacky. You give it 24 hours to dry, it's pretty good. Rust-Oleum blue for here. For the legs I use Rust-Oleum white. For the touch-up I use these Elmer's Painter's pens. They're pretty good, they're opaque, they're better than the Rust-Oleum pens, I'll tell you that right now. They're not tacky, they don't smudge. I don't know if you can see it right here. Yeah, I got some silver from who knows what. Just gonna paint over it. Give it out a touch. It's gonna need another coat because you can see through, but these opaque pens, I mean, I've painted my face with them. I've painted several things with them. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't come off, it's non-toxic. Trust me, I've been around the block with the paint pens. These are the best. They go for $5-6 at AC Moore. You can get them off eBay, Michaels, what have you. They have a whole range of colors now. The one I use for Megatron, which I don't know if you can see here. Let me move Prime. Okay, Megatron has I recently moved, so he got really scratched up on his helmet and these chest pieces. I had used high heat silver, which Rust-Oleum doesn't sell anymore. They sold it for like 3 years. That's the kind of paint I used on this. Best paint you could use for customization. For spray paint, you couldn't get any better. But yeah, I used this pen, this painter's pen, to touch up all the silver, and as you can see, it's a different shade. But as you keep touching it, the sheen will wear off on the new silver, and it will blend with the original. I'm gonna also have to transform this guy for you. I also, ever since Armada, they've been using the same peg system, and I've been using the 2 Power Master guns because, in my opinion, they look best with Optimus Prime. But I was going for a G1 motif on this. As far as the also, I used this pen, this silver paint pen, and what I did was I just took a brush and I would run the brush on the tip, run the brush, and then I'd paint inside the over the yellow. I don't know why Hasbro chose yellow for that. I had to take his eyes apart. His eyes come out. You take the screw out back here. And I'll let the camera focus on that. There you go. Had to take that screw out, and this whole piece, this whole light piping piece comes out, and then I just took the same same painter's pens. I have yellow. You can get them. You get them in an assortment. Of course, I don't have the yellow one displayed here, but it comes with. Actually, it doesn't come with yellow. You got to buy it separately. But that's what I use for all the detailing. I did the same thing with a brush. I took a brush, dabbed off the tip of the paint pen, and dabbed all into there. That's about it for all the customization. Like I said, this piece, oh, for this I had the silver is the Rust-Oleum paint pen I just showed you, dabbed with a paintbrush. The blue is, I think I sprayed the Rust-Oleum paint in I used the Rust-Oleum spray can. I just sprayed it into a puddle, and I just took the paintbrush and I dabbed it. It came out pretty good. I was pretty pleased with it. And like I said, this piece was originally in here, as you can see. And I sawed these off. I I just sawed off the rivet and sawed off the whole component for this piece, and that's about it.